Welcome guys to Tommy Trading. I'm Tommy. Just gonna break down this real quick trade I took on Aussie dollar. It was New York session on June 17th, Tuesday. Please bear with me, this is my first time recording. I had to quickly do this on my phone. So I'm recording using Loom. Sorry if the screen does look a little busy right now. But yeah, I hope you guys could get some value from this breakdown. It's a really simple breakdown, so I'll go through everything. It's a little fast, but yeah, hopefully everyone will understand me, both beginners and advanced traders. As you can see here, I've just circled this major resistance area. Gray zones are major 4-hour areas, and as you can see here, it has been respected multiple times. And the current 4-hour candle that we're still in is already showing a rejection of this major resistance zone. The blue line is a 1-hour resistance line, which is also being retested and rejected, as you can see. So for beginners who don't know, the basics are you always look left, and as you can see, that major resistance zone has been respected multiple times. There was a momentary breakout or fake out, but that was just a liquidity grab. It is now trading, price is now trading back under that major resistance zone. So that was the first indication that made me realize, or that made me favor the bearish movement here. I am looking for sells, in case I didn't make that clear. Right now, going down to the 30-minute time frame, I'm looking at price again, and it is showing me once again more rejections, more bearish engulfing candles, as you can see there, and more rejections of the major resistance zone, as well as rejections of the 1-hour resistance line indicated by that blue line there. So I decided I'm going to hop in right here for a sell. But before I hop in here, I'm just measuring my risk to reward ratios and how much I will be risking. Again, showing you here, this is a bearish engulfing candle there, followed by a bullish retest candle that printed a wick that rejects that 1-hour resistance and the gray major 4-hour resistance zone. I don't know if it's very clear to see, but you can see what a lot of people call a change of character, where it went from or before I show you that, I just want to show you these little 15-minute rejections of the major resistance zone and resistance lines. Same thing on the M5. As you can see, it is rejecting both resistance zones and lines, as well as the SMA, which is indicated by that red line there. It is a 50 SMA, and it is the only moving average I use. I'm not a big indicator fan. I only have 2 indicators. It's a 50 SMA as well as a session indicator, and that is it. The whole point of my channel is to showcase simplified trading, and like I've just mentioned here, I'm circling that rejection of both the SMAs, of both the SMA and both the resistance zone and resistance lines, which to me indicates a downward movement. As I've mentioned here, I mean, look at the change of character. Now from higher highs and higher lows to now lower highs and lower lows. And now it's rejecting, it's retesting, and it's seemingly rejecting. Also, this 5-minute resistance zone, price has respected. It retested it 3 times, before price plummeted back below the major resistance zone. So these are all confluences for me that indicate to me that price is going to plummet. So I'm just setting my trade here. I haven't entered yet. I'm just setting my trade just to make sure about my risk, what my risk to reward ratio will look like, where my stops are going to be, and where my take profit is going to be. For beginners, this is what you do. Before you enter a trade, you figure out first. You first plot your entries, you plot your stops, and you plot your take profits so that you know how much you're going to risk and what your lot size is going to be. This is called risk management. All right. As you can see, my stop loss is there because this is a place that price hasn't reached and it fails to reach. And if price does reach this point, it means it has broken that previously marked 5-minute resistance, and therefore I would then want to get out of my trade and minimize my losses. Okay. By the way, I am trading on a very tiny account. This is a $6 account. I am not looking to do a flip of this $6 account. It's just to show you that no matter how small your account is, with patience and consistency, you can grow it into a decent sized trading account. So anyway, I set this take profit here because this is where the next major support zone is going to be. If you can look left, it has been respected multiple times as a resistance previously, and most recently as a support. Well, before I do that, let me just quickly enter this trade because it seems like I might just miss out on this. So I'm just going to go to my MT5 and I'm going to enter. Ooh, price is moving. Price is moving. Let me enter. 0.01. Actually, I shouldn't be rushing this process. Newbies, beginners, novices, guys, remember, don't be in a rush to enter. I think price is gonna put me in drawdown because I was too in a rush to enter. By the way, with such a tiny account, you must have a broker, or you must be on a broker which gives you, provides to you a very, very, very small spread or zero. I'm on HFM and I'm on a raw spread account, a zero spread account. And like I told you, I entered too quickly. I was too jajarah, and now look, I'm in Jordan, but that's okay. There should be a lesson to all beginners. In trading, there's no place to be in a rush, to be anxious about entering now. Okay. Opportunities are endless in trading, so just take your time, relax your mind, okay, and enter with composure, trade with composure. Okay. Anyway, I'm now setting my stops. Yeah, I think this is where I'm comfortable with my stop loss. And I'm going to plot it now on my trading view. I prefer monitoring on trading view, unless I'm about to close, so yeah. Again, guys, excuse the mess on my screen. Yeah, I was just trying not loom for the first time on my phone, so yeah. Yeah, so I'm just circling here my take profits and my my stop loss zones, and my risk to reward ratio will be just over a 1-2, so I'm happy with that. So this is a valid trade for me. This is a high quality and a high probability trade for me. I did take this sell on my larger account, but I just want to showcase the small account, particularly for beginners and for those who don't have much, just so that they can see how to get things done. You know what? I think what I've decided here is I've decided just to make my stop loss just a round number, 30 pips. 300 ticks is 30 pips. Not my stop loss, sorry, my take profit. It's going to be 30 pips. And I'm happy with my stop loss at 13.5 pips. Yeah, so and that's where my take profit is, 30 pips on AUDUSD with a 0.01 lot size. That's $3. So I'm looking to gain $3 here, risking $1.35. So the risk reward ratio is just over 1 to 2. Okay. Just cleaning up my screen here. Man, I've got to find a way to remove all these things. I'm used to a computer because they really distracted me. I hope they're not distracting anybody else. I hope what you can see on my screen is a bit clearer. Anyway, so let's sit and monitor price. While we do that, I'm going to explain to you again why I entered here. I'm going to show you more confluences. Going down to the 15 minute. It looks like price has just rejected that red SMA and it's going upwards, but trust me, it is not. That's why I don't recommend trading with these moving averages, because they'll tend to confuse you. But yeah, anyway, I'm gonna go down and I'm gonna check the dollar index. For those who don't know, the dollar index is inversely correlated to AUDUSD. So that means if the dollar index is moving bullish, then AUDUSD would be moving bearish. And if the dollar index was to move bearish, AUDUSD would move bullish. That's what is meant by inversely correlated. All right, so as you can see with price action here on the dollar index, the 1 hour time frame. For those who know, you've seen those double bottoms, those triple bottoms there, and price was initially bearish, as you can see by the lower lows and lower highs, but as indicated with that blue line there, which is my 1 hour support zone, price broke above it and came back down to retest it with a wick candle, and it's a retest and a rejection of that 1 hour support and that red SMA with the wick candle there, that red bearish candle. And as you can see, I'm indicating lower low, lower high, lower low, and then a higher high, and now it's retesting that 1 hour support, and it is now going to go up. This is the dollar index, and like I said, the dollar index goes up, our USD is going to go down, right? And it works with most other dollar pairs where the dollar is not the base pair, right? Inversely correlated. Those pairs where the dollar is the base pair, then it's directly proportional, right? But that's a video for another day. I'm showcasing here again, higher low, higher high, then lower low, lower high, lower low, then higher high. Now it's retesting and rejecting and going back up. This is the dollar index. And again, I repeat, the dollar index goes up, our USD goes down. This is very clear, very easy to see price action. Dollar index is going up. Okay. Yes, there are no guarantees in trading, but these are just probabilities. And that is why I entered for a sell here on AUDUSD. Price seems like it's coming back down. after putting in drawdown, and that's okay. Yeah, okay, I can move this thing. Okay, that's good to know. Yeah. So all right, now I'm setting my alarms. For beginners, these are alarms. These aren't actual orders that are being placed here. These are just alarms, and I'm setting these alarms or alerts. The first one I set is my take profit 1, my TP1, because I'm not going to sit here and watch the market move, like a chart zombie, right? Never be a chart zombie, right? So I'm setting these alarms or these alerts to let me know once price reaches or crosses certain certain prices, right? So this is my TP1 that I've set, my alarm for that. And then I'm also going to set an alarm for my stop loss to let me know that my stop loss has been hit. And the reason why I'm about to set my stop loss alarm, like I've set my take profit alarm, is because on MT5 I don't intend on keeping my stop loss activated here. All right. If price does go and hit my stop loss, then on trading view I'll be alerted, and then I will then manually close my trade. But like I said, now I'm just setting my alarm for my stop loss, which is right there, and I'm gonna label it as AUDUSD SL. Perfect. And yeah, and then back on MT5, I'm just looking at, do I like what I see? Okay, I do. So I'm removing my stop loss and my take profit. All right. Side note for beginners: always remember, never limit your profits. All right, never ever limit your profits. Okay, I'm gonna type it out right now. Never limit your take profits. All right, so don't set it on your MT5. You must limit your losses. All right, so be very aware of your stop loss. If you are scared that you might lose some money, set your stop loss on MT5. I've got experience, so I don't really set it, but I'm aware of where my stop loss is, and I will always close my trade if it hits my stop loss. So I'm emphasizing this for you guys now. Please read this. Pause the video if you have to. Read this. It is vital, vital, vital. Okay. So now that I'm not limiting my profits, I'm only limiting my losses. I've set my alarms there, and I'm happy with that. Now here I'm showing you some more price action. There was what is called an evening star, I think, an evening star formation. It was a doji there with a major bearish engulfing. As you can see, this is a new hour. I mean, it's 56 minutes left in this hour. So this is an hour time frame. So this is a new 1 hour candle that's forming now, that's moving bearish. The previous candle was a bullish one that clearly rejected resistance there. So back to the 4 hour time frame. All right, so as you can see here, just for those who are still confused as to why I'm taking a sell, it looks like it's on a bearish trend, right? Higher lows, higher high, right? Higher low, but now it then goes to a lower high, right? And then it came back down. Now it's going to go up. It went up to retest this major resistance zone, and it's bound to go down. This is what is called a change of character. Prices now forming lower lows and lower highs. Well, it hasn't set a lower low yet, but it's going to soon. Guys, this is my experience talking. I know it doesn't seem like it might go down, but there's way too many confluences that are showing that this Aussie dollar is going to plummet in price. All right, moving down to the 15-minute time frame. As you can see, another evening star formation there. Very clear, very clear. And right there, like I'm indicating now, morning star in an evening star formation with a doji in the middle, the doji candle, indicating a reversal, indicates that price is going to go down. Now on that 1 hour time frame, it didn't look like the price was bearish. All right, but this is not a swing trade. This is not a full day trade. This is more like a scalp. So I'm going to show you again on the 15-minute time frame that it was first bullish, higher high, and then it created a lower high, a higher low, then as you can see, a lower high, and then a high, and then a lower low. And now it's rejecting that. So I keep mixing up my higher highs and lower highs and higher lows and lower lows. So, but as you can see here, it's very clear. Even when I switch to a line chart, look at that price action. That is a clear change of character. Price is going to plummet. Don't say I didn't tell you so. Okay? But anyway, let me remove that, and I'm going back down to the 5-minute. Again, more confluences on the 5-minute, indicating that this price is looking to go down. All right, this market is looking to go bearish. Again, there was a major wick rejection there. That's a massive wick, followed by a bearish engulfing candle, rejecting the 1 hour resistance, which is depicted by that blue line, as well as the major gray zone resistance, which is a 4-hour resistance zone. Minutes goes by and boom, look at that. That's just beautiful. Price is plummeting. I mean, that's 20 pips already. Price is plummeting. It's crashing. AUDUSD is crashing. That indicates to me that the dollar is going up. Right? I mean, just look at that. It seems like it's breaking that following major support level. So yeah, I think I'm going to put my stops to break even as I'm typing here. I have a small account right now. It's $6. So with such a tiny account, I need to preserve my capital. All right, if you can pause the video and read this note, it's very important to understand this. So I want to move my stops to break even now because I'm only on $6. I do not want to unnecessarily lose capital. I can't afford to keep losing capital. So I'm taking that stop and I'm moving it down to break even so that I can be on a risk-free trade. $6 is very little money, so you want to preserve every cent of that account. Stops at break even, as you can see there. And I'm going to do the same now. I'm actually going to go to my MT5 and actually set my stops to break even. On MT5, remember I previously removed my stop loss and I take profits, and I'm setting my stop loss, but I'm moving it down to break even. At the same time, you can see that price on the 30-minute time frame is seemingly retesting and rejecting that 50 SMA, but you don't want to panic. You just want to relax and monitor price. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to monitor what price is doing before I'm too quick to close the trade. On the 5-minute time frame, it does look like a rejection. If you're looking at the RSI, it looks like there's a little bit of divergence there, but again, this is MT5. These are MT5 indicators, which I don't like looking at. They do sometimes offer a little bit of confluence for me, but nah, they aren't in any way, shape, or form important to my trading. I like looking at price action. So back to trading view. Price looks like it's rejecting, but trust me, you don't want to just assume that it is going to reject. Price must give you an indication or a signal that it is in fact rejecting that SMA, that red SMA, which is a 50 SMA, and it is in fact rejecting that major 4-hour support indicated by that gray zone there. So let's sit and monitor price. I'm still 20 pips in profit. It's 26 seconds left for this 30 minutes to close. Okay, it closed, and as you can see, it closed below that zone, so it broke that zone, but it only just broke that zone, so I still don't trust that it fully broke it. And as you can see here, I'm circling similar looking situations to the left where price seemingly broke that 50 SMA, but it reversed and went back up. So it might be the case here where I'm circling now. It might be the same case, so I'm just keeping that in mind. But again, you don't just want to assume. You need a signal that indicates to you that price will clearly be rejecting. And if I got that signal, then I would close my trade and secure my profits. But as you can see, it doesn't look like price is going to reject. And it broke below, as you can see on the 5-minute time frame, came back up with a wick to reject it. Same thing on the 15-minute, came back up with a wick to retest and reject that major support zone. And now I'm looking at my targets. I'm targeting the next major support zone, which is here. Looking to the left of it, it was respected multiple times. There was a time where it was where they had a fake out, but still that still counts as a retest and rejection and respect of that major resistance zone. So that's where I'm going to put my next target, which will be my TP2. Just look at that price. Right now I just saw that I just saw a 1-hour support zone there, as I've added that blue line, which also happens to be where the 50 SMA is. So this is where I might close, or I'll wait to see if price is going to break this 1-hour support zone. I think I'm going to trail my stops here because I've got a small account. So I'm drawing this green line here, and this green line is going to represent my trailing stop loss. So I'm going to trail my stops. I think I'm going to trail them just above that this recently broken major 4-hour support zone in gray. I think that's where I'm gonna just above that resistance zone. that support turned to its resistance, I think that's where I'm going to put my trailing stop right there. Yeah. I'm going to do the same thing here on MT5. And you know what? I'm going to target $1. So I'm looking at profit here, which beginners, you shouldn't do this. You should look at price action, not your profits. But I think I'm just going to secure it at a $1 profit there. My stop loss, my trailing stop is at a $1 profit, so I'm happy with that. Back to trading view. Let me adjust it the way I did on MT5. Yes, there you go. So the green line is my trailing stop at $1. So I've secured $1 guaranteed. Meanwhile, on the dollar index, what is happening here? Ooh, look at that. Look at that. Price just rocketed up on the dollar index. Showing you once again the inverse correlation between the dollar index and AUDUSD. Dollar index going up means AUDUSD is going down. And if the dollar index was going down, it would mean AUDUSD would be going up. All right. Now here I am indicating to you the major resistance line that has been respected previously as a support, now as a resistance multiple times. So I think this is where I think the US dollar index is going to reach, and it will reject it. So that indicates to me that also on the AUDUSD, you know, the upcoming the major support zone that it's approaching is exactly where I think I might just get out, and that will be my TP2. So here on the dollar index, that green line represents my take profit. So back to AUDUSD, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to set my green line to my take profit, which is going to be the major support zone that price is approaching. And I think that's where I'm going to set my TP2, which is my final take profit. So I'm going to move my green line, which is my which is no longer my trailing stop. It is now my TP2, and I'm going to adjust this tool here as well for that. Yes, that's 29 pips, I believe. Yeah, 29 pips. So yeah, I'm just going to let price do its thing. I'm going to monitor price, hoping that it doesn't reject and reverse at that 1 hour support zone. It's breaking the 1 hour support zone, but it hasn't officially broken it. So just keep that in mind. Let me monitor it here on MT5. I mean, just look at that. Price action is beautiful. I mean, just look at that. This was an amazing trade. And I say was because I think I'm about to close it right now. It's so close to my take profit. It officially broke that 1 hour support zone, or that 1 hour support line indicated by the blue line, and it's just about to hit my TP. Time is now 4:45, almost 4:45. So I don't think I'm going to wait for this to close. I think I'm just going to take my profits. And there's a minute left, just over a minute left for it to close. So yeah, $2.05. I'm happy with that. Yeah, and trade is done. It takes my account balance to $8.23. And that is it. Really simple trade. That was the breakdown. Thank you guys for tuning in for my very first breakdown. I hope this provided you with a lot of value. Thank you guys for tuning in. Cheers. Bye.